promise the market and deliver. Today we will be honored to receive our guest from Germany, MTU, headed by Mr. Dennis and his group. Is one of their third or fourth visit after long begging, I can call it. Since 12 years we are trying to bring this company even to Nigeria here, and they think we was not capable to handle their product because their product is so much high tech. In the end, 5 years ago, they've been convinced and they decide to come. And we are really proud to be a partner with a company like MTU, a leading company in the engine manufacturing. 70% of the ship we see in the world is powered by MTU. Generators, a huge generator, and any professional company looking for really high standard equipment, they come to MTU. I will not talk much, as I said. Thank you very much for coming, and you must welcome all. Thank you.
Maida, as he steps forward to speak. Which most of you know some of it, but we're going to dig a little bit deep down and give you what our chairman has done the past 5 years to show you what Mikano is today and what is the power of Mikano today in the market. So Mikano is now beyond our generation. So far 50,000 canopies, and we constantly replace the one on the road, and we constantly add more on the road. And the last thing is to add to the CSR initiative that we have, is we constantly train students right off college. We bring them to Mikano, they spend a year with us. It's like an internship, RAS training, where they benefit and grow, and they will become either part of the Mikano for the future, or they go on and take on another job. And I think this is it. Thank you very much.
Europe, Middle East, Africa, and Asia of MTU. Please put your hands together for Dennis Zumba. I'd also like to invite the key account manager, Nigeria, Middle East, Sage Arif. Please put your hands together for them as we have this presentation.
Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and also in the name of MTU, I welcome you here to this event. Thank you for coming, and very special thanks to Mikano and Mofit for making this possible here with so many people. It's really impressive to see you all here. Invented of Mr. Sebelin in the south of Germany. They were in need for small, compact engines with a very high level of reliability. It's an airship where the first planes, so they were in need for very reliable and high quality engines. Based on this, next slide please, Mr. Maybach, it's probably more known to you from the automotive industry, so he was a strong brand for luxury cars. But the initial start was the development of engines. And the whole thing started in 1909, so more than 100 years is the age of our company. And over the years we have did a lot of patents, we achieved a lot of milestones in the engine technology. For example, the diesel system with high-speed engines was invented by MTU, the injection system, the turbocharging system. So a lot of equipment which is state-of-the-art today goes back to invention of Mr. Maybach and MTU.
And they asked, okay, give us the recommendation list for the first year. And we said, okay, we have nothing in the emergency market. It's not recommended. First filter, you should change it after 2 years. Oil filter. Air filter could be 3 years. A customer doesn't believe it. Oh, how is it possible? Oh, it's possible. It's possible. There are advantages a lot. If you like to learn more, we are available tonight here. Also, together with Mikano, we are available and we can support more information if you like. Thank you.
Put our hands together for Shang one more time. Thank you. Yes, Nigeria is an amazing country, and believe me, it's a good place to be. Without wasting time, as we proceed, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have the Director of Sales, Mikano, as he steps forward to give his presentation. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Lukman Jouni.
Engineering department. The job of the engineering department is to understand the need and the requirement to meet up the expectation, where we can provide a power plant, steel fabrication, and for telecommunication, banking, hotel, and residential. For that, we have an excellent and success story across the nation. We are the first company to install the power plant in Victoria Island, powered and supplied by MTU generator gas and provided CNG gas in Victoria Island. This is to showcase that even in the high residential commercial area of Nigeria, you can use gas to save without any problem. Then we have across other places in Nigeria, like Ibadan, and in the future we are going to Abuja. We have other in the industrial areas across Lagos. Also, Mikano, to enable us to provide the best service in terms of sounding, we installed state-of-the-art steel factory, and to meet up with other expectations, we start from the power generation product. Our power generation is our core business. As you know that the power, nobody can live without power. And as to provide a backup power to meet up the expectation, Mikano has installed state-of-the-art assembly line to meet up the expectation. We have over 50 units per day for production.
Please put your hands together for Tobias Hoffman as he gives his presentation. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to mention that's the last presentation, so that will be open soon. Thanks for that. You're wondering why I have this hat with me. So since 5 years I'm wearing this hat at MTU with Mikano, and I entered Mr. Mofid's office 5 years ago. Thanks for that. At this time we started our due diligence on both sides, MTU and Mikano, and we invested now really hundreds of hours on both sides. And I really would like to say thank you to you, Mofid, to your team, to show idea what you can see on this picture. It looks like it not. Next slide, please. So what we see here is a data center in Norway. We have there approximately 1 gigawatt installed. It's a really nice design, and as Dennis said at the beginning, this is one of our major markets currently. In the United States, there is, we have already mentioned it, the home market of Caterpillar, and now we have approximately a market share of 50% in the data center market. These data centers, next slide please, next. These data centers and this data center trend switched over to Europe and now also switched over to Africa and Asia. When we talk about data center, we talk about 3 different kinds of data center. There's one kind, is enterprise. Enterprise means that the facility or the company is running and operating its own data center. On the other hand, we have co-location. Co-location means that is a data center, let's say, infrastructure provider. You can go there with your own servers, you can go there with your own racks, and just rent the infrastructure, rent the cooling system, and rent everything around it. And the third one, just one slide back, is the cloud provider. Cloud provider, everybody of you knows. So as soon as you send an email on Google, on Yahoo, you can name all of them. These are all clouds. On the next slide, you can see the biggest co-location operators. Many of you maybe know the names: Equinix, Colt, Orange. So you can name all of them, and we have all of them as a customer in our portfolio. Cloud providers, that's a little bit more popular. So you can see on top Amazon. So the cloud infrastructure which they provide, with their market share of approximately 30%. So that's really an amazing number. On the second you see Microsoft and IBM. On your right side, on my left side, you can see the positioning in the market. The big blue bubble is Amazon. So Amazon is in its own league. But don't forget all the other. What you can see here, it's 100% market growth within 1 year. So all the other data centers provider are also picking up the business, and we can also feel it here in Nigeria and many other African countries.
Projects coming up, one in Ikoyi and one in VI, and we've already got the license for it. But to add to that, Mikano Construction have done some work, construction, also roads and other civil work. I'm not too familiar with all the projects, but definitely for Mikano, they're developing a lot of our property.
Okay. Beyond power generation. Thank you.
The slogan, Beyond Power Generation.
Actually, the gentleman before you just asked the same question.
Okay, please can you tell us what propelled your partnership with MTU?
Our venture with MTU started 10 years ago. Mikano has committed to deliver excellent product to the Nigerian market by providing excellent product generators. MTU is one of the leading products. They start in the history since the 60s, and with their partnership with Rolls-Royce, they are providing one of the top range of the product. They are friendly environment, long-lasting, easy to maintain, and available.
What percentage of Nigerians have you employed, or are you presently employed? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your question. In fact, we have 1,823 employees. 60 of them are only, as you quoted, the white. The rest are actually Nigerian. And the white are different nationalities: Pakistani, Indian, Middle Eastern, from many different countries. And they happen, most of them have Nigerian citizenship. So they've been living here. Some of them were born in Nigeria, so they're as Nigerian as any other locals in. Thank you.
challenges. Only, Mr. Conde, you tell me what challenges you are facing in Nigeria every day. We wake up like any other citizen in this city and this country. We face our road. If there is traffic, we are part of it. If there is scarcity, we are part of it. We have the same problem like any other has it. And we are proudly, we are in Nigeria. And God bless Nigeria.
Amen.
Amen.
25 familiar with Nigeria, the economy. What do you say about doing business in Nigeria?
You're talking about me personally or the company?
Yes, how it has affected
me personally, I've been only 6 months in Nigeria. We're talking about the Mikano here. Mikano has been here for 25 years in Nigeria. And the chairman have been longer in the country, and other shareholders have been even longer in the country. And all the shareholders as well and the board of directors are Nigerian citizens, and they've been here for many, many years. I'm the MD who just joined 6 months ago. So I'm learning from you. You're actually asking the right questions and how the economy works and how your concerns are. So I'm more than happy to listen to all your concerns.
So how have you positioned your business in the Nigerian economy to serve you as a thriving enterprise?
As Mikano again?
Yes.
Mikano, as you know, has been in Nigeria again for 25 years. Power generation, which is the very important critical sector for Nigeria. In the absence of the power, as Nigeria is a large country, requires a huge amount of power, and unfortunately the grid of the government doesn't exist in many different parts of the country. So the needs for power is instrumental for everybody, for the economy to grow, for the factories to power up, for the schools to light up, for the hospitals to work. The hotels were here, it's running on another generators. It's very important. All of us, we work for companies that runs on generators, and that's why our chairman started this business many years back, and after that we see that more opportunities to come for the economy to grow and to do more in Nigeria, made by Nigerians, 100% in Nigerian made products in their field. They're owned by Rolls-Royce. I mean, and not to mention they run the ships, like the chairman was saying, and the gentleman were talking about 80% of the ships in the sea. So we are looking at, first we signed a partnership where we will service the generators for MTU. Second, we're going to be their partners in servicing many other clients and grow with them in the region and hopefully cover all Nigeria and West Africa. So it's a long-term partnership. It's not going to happen overnight. It's like two people dating and then they finally decided to commit a long-term relationship, and we just got engaged. So it's just the engagement phase right now.
Thank you, sir. Partnership that MTU has with Mikano and doing business in Nigeria.
So we started, as said before, 5 years ago, again with our due diligence on both sides. And it was really a tough time to come to this point which we currently have, which we currently reached. And Mikano, as well as MTU, decided for the best partner in the market. Especially from MTU side, I can say we are not only in this power gen business. You saw it in the presentations before. We are also doing marine engines, for example, and in this case, when you have an engine running on a vessel, on a boat, and you're somewhere in the middle of nowhere in the sea, and the engine is not running, we have a big problem. And this experience we also use for our power gen engines, and therefore this is the absolutely right product for such a high demanding market. Philosophy of MTU and also the philosophy of Mikano. You will never ever enter a market with a product which does not fit 100% to the market. And therefore it took time, but now we have the right product. We have it since a couple of years. And for example, there are also other OEMs in Europe who has already installed MTU and MTU engines in this market, but not known as MTU. There are other brands as well.
Lokman June, sales director in Mikano.
So what is your projection of this partnership with MTU?
Well, we have been with them for long and it widely. We have been doing business with them for long. The aim for this partnership is to provide worldwide experience locally in Nigeria. So you can have a better product with less ease and less stress. That's why we push them here. Yeah. Yes. That's the essence of growing our partnership to the next level by assembling it in Nigeria. This to reduce the pressure on the Forex and have the Nigerian touch on it. That's why we have a steel factory. That's why we are a partner with ABB, Schneider, and Philips for electrical components. That's why we are partnered with Stanford. So we don't have to buy everything from Europe and supply it. We are not a office somewhere in Lagos. We are a company, a Nigerian company, over 2,000 staff, and our job is to have a value added on the market.
I asked this question before, but I didn't get it very well.
Which one?
Because of the noise, IPP generator.
Yeah.
What is it?
The IPP.
Yeah.
See, IPP is independent power plant. It can be diesel, it can be gas, it can be turbine, it can be wind, it can be solar. It doesn't have to be gas. So one of the project we have gas and we have diesel. We prefer gas for the number one gas. It cannot be manipulated to have an inferior grade. It will have a steady supply, safer than the diesel, and for friendly environment. And this is, I need an environmental analyst to give you the details, the emission of the carbon between the diesel and the gas. Well, what I know that wherever there is gas, there is no carbon around. Environment is clean, is neat. And this is what you can see from the gas field on the Escravos and LNG. The next years we pray Nigeria have a steady power supply so you can have a new product coming to the market.
Good, great, I like that.
Yeah.